All right, Shalom. It's your brother Aishayar coming at you with another lesson. First, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, and honors to all of you brothers out there doing the work with truth and sincerity, pushing this word through the four corners of the earth. Today, I want to get into a topic I'm going to call Trusting America. Pretty much in these last days, and even before the last days, and before all of this craziness happened on the street, you should never have it in the back of your mind to trust this system or these devil's ways. You know, they've been exposed too many times for treating people wickedly, not giving them justice, putting us through all kind of oppression, you know, not giving us the so-called rewards we supposed to have and everything. You know, you get paid and you're not getting everything that you're supposed to get. And then, you know, a lot of people trust in this system and trust in this country. And you can tell, especially Jake, when the stimulus checks first came into play, that's all they thinking about. You know, they're just thinking about, oh, yeah, we about to get a whole lot of money out of nowhere for free, which is not even for free, you know. And show you how stupid Jake is. It was this lady, her video went viral. Pretty much, she got her stimulus check and flashed it on camera with her COVID mask on, looking stupid as hell, you know. Got the COVID mask on, and then she over here flaunting all the money and everything like that. And then about 3 to 5 seconds after her doing that, showed a hand snatching out all her money. And I believe that was in Chicago. And you could tell she was scared because she didn't get out that car immediately and chase him. You know, she realized what happened. She looked who it was, grabbed the handle a little bit, and then was like, maybe I should try to go after my money, or maybe I should just take that L. You know, but anyway, they trust in his system. You know, Jake depends on the link card. Jake depends on the Section 8. You know, they depend on everything that this government gives them. And you're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be putting your heart and your trust into this world. You're supposed to leave that alone, you know. You gotta seek the Most High first off. You gotta seek the Most High and come with him with a true heart. And Lord willing, down the line, he'll bless you with certain things so you can maintain. You know? Certain things, you know, we have to run to Esau to do for, you know, certain things. Like the elder said, making garments. You know, you still got to run to Esau stores. You still got to run, you know, to buy food or to buy whatever you need and everything like that. But at the end of the day, you know, when they come along with this vaccine and everything, you're not supposed to run to that and act like that's going to help you, cure you, save you. You're supposed to put your faith and trust in the Most High, you know. And that's the same thing that goes with when they bring out this chip. Because the RFID chip, radio frequency identification, that is the mark of the beast that talks about in Revelation 13, which I'm going to actually bring that out first. That's the mark of the beast. They're going to plant it in your hand or on your forehead. And that's going to be the way that you live. And that's another way of trusting this country, this government, this world. Because once you take that chip, you pretty much gave your whole life and, you know, and spirit to Esau. Because now they can, you know, track everything that you do. They can look at every single move that you make. They can look at every single dollar that you spent. You know, and then if they feel like that you went out of line, they can just cut your chip off and you won't even be able to live. You know? So you can't put your trust in Esau, man. You gotta step away from that, and you gotta get into this truth. You gotta seek and keep your eyes open, man. So I'm gonna get into the scriptures I'm going to get Revelation 13 first. All right. And I'm going to start at 15. Revelation 13 and 15. And it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Speaking about anybody who doesn't take that chip is going to be killed, because you're going to be looked at as an enemy of the state. You know, Esau wants complete control. You know, he shows you that with the Georgia Guidestones. His first so-called commandment was keep the world under 500 million. That's going against the law. The Most High said, be fruitful and multiply. But Esau is trying to keep a small number because it's easier to control the masses when you do that. Then, not only that, then he's dumbing the world down. You know, the world will care more about a celebrity than seeking out the news or seeing what's going on in the world, seeing how this world is collapsing. They know more about that than they know more about what's going on in his actual life. You know? But anyway, it says anybody that doesn't take that chip, they're going to be killed. But that's a beautiful thing. I talked about that in my last lesson. I'm like, if you don't take that chip, your blood will be precious because of that. Because you're supposed to have faith in the Most High that he'll guide you through these days after you reject this system. You got to stay strong. Verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So the Esau's going to put that chip in your right hand or your forehead. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. His wisdom, here is wisdom. Let him that understanding count the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man, and his number is 666. So pretty much the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. It tells you that he's gonna put it in your right hand or your forehead. That's gonna be the way you live. That's gonna be the way you maneuver. Just saw the trailer yesterday again. What was the name of it? Gray State. Pretty much the movie didn't come out because the dude, I believe, who came up with the movie, him and his family got murdered. I'm guessing because he exposed too many things in that movie, because that one trailer exposed a lot. You know, they had that one scene where there was pretty much branding the people, and it was a triangle on their arms. And then whenever they went to the store, they scanned their arms with that triangle. That represents the mark of the beast. Because that's how it's going to be. They're going to put that chip in you, and then that's how you're going to be able to go to the stores, and that's how you're going to pay for things. Like I said, there was a news article I came across yesterday too, where there was like that chip would be so efficient that you don't even need to stand in lines for certain stores, because you can easily kind of like with the phone for Instacart. I don't know how many of you all heard about that, but with Instacart, you know, you can go to the stores, use your phone when you pretty much pick up in somebody else's groceries. So as you go along though, you have to scan the item, so then you can have everything ready, and then you go to the register, and then you pay for everything pretty fast. But that's how it's going to be with the chip. More than likely, you can just use your chip as you go along, scan each item, and then as soon as you're done, just pay for it wherever you are, and then leave. You don't even have to stand in line, you know? But it's crazy. Well, I'm gonna get to the next one. Isaiah 30 and 2. I'm just gonna start from 1. Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. America is Egypt, only in these days. What's the word I'm looking for? The rebirth, so to speak. Because America has the same philosophies, kind of, and the same ways of living that ancient Egypt had, Babylon, and ancient Rome. You know, and it's saying right here that walk to go down into Egypt, have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Jake was doing the same thing back then. He trusted in their system. They wanted to run back to it, actually, after Moses and brought them out of that. After the Most High gave Moses that power, and they did all those miracles, Jake was like, okay, well, we went this far, now what? Because they impatient. Very impatient. They just want things so fast, man. You got to be calm. Be patient. Humble yourself. You know? They trusted and they wanted to run back into Egypt. Like, you know, they showing you today, hey, they were like, hey, well, we trust this because as soon as we go back to this, we don't got to wait. You know? But you're not supposed to be doing that. So, get to the next one. 2 Peter 2:19. All right. This is 2 Peter 2:19. It says, while they promise them liberty, they themselves are the servants of corruption. For of whom a man is overcome, of the same is he bought in bondage. So while they promise you liberty, they planning on fucking you up. They be having all of these councils, all of these meetings and everything like that. Bill Gates over here with all kind of interviews out of nowhere. He's just the greatest medical professor ever. And he's supposed to be the technology person, which they're using him for the right things because they were trying to make sure that that 5th generation works correctly so that chip won't malfunction when they put it up in your ass. You know? What it says, while they promise them liberty, they themselves are the servants of corruption. The servants of corruption. So when you go to work and you serve somebody, you're supposed to do a job. That's their job. That's Esau's job. It's to corrupt this place. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And he does do that. And you see it every day. This world looks horrible. It smells. It's nasty. People are idiots. The dollar's collapsing. Riots happening all over the world. Uproars in this country now because of the lockdown. Corruption. And it's only going to get worse. All right? Get to the next one. All right, this is a good one. This is Psalms 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Let me read that again. Psalms 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So they spit game to you. They make you feel all good and everything, telling you we're going to give all of these citizens now $2,000 per month so you can maintain, and we're going to make sure that you have free rent and mortgage for a whole year because of the COVID. That's some word. That's word that's smoother than butter, because you can take that in very easy and you get happy about it. You be like, oh man, I can get all this money and not have to pay rent or mortgage. Then they're talking about, yeah, we're gonna give all of these businesses money so they can maintain. But even with that though, a lot of the businesses that they giving money to, which is they not really telling them, is those businesses have to pay that money back with interest. And they're not even hiring the people that used to work for those certain businesses back. They're just giving them money so those businesses won't close. So those are words that's smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, because he's here to kill you. He's here to destruct you. He's here to corrupt you. He's here to just bring you down. We're in a time of mourning right now. And soon it's about to be time of war. Because all of those riots that's going across the world is going to come here too. He's going to start watching the news or walking outside. You're going to start seeing more than just uproars. Already started, I think, Michigan, they was doing their protests with their weapons. And they now, instead of them just being outside, they tried to go inside of a building with the weapons. What was the name of that building? That was in Chicago. The something tower, I forget. But they tried to light that on fire. It's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. War was in his heart. Esau was making these people go to war on purpose. Because there's no order without chaos. So we'll get to the next one. Let's get Lamentations. All right, this is Lamentations 4 and 5. Let me see if I'll just get to the point. This Lamentations 4 and 5. It say, they that did feed delicately are desolate in the streets. They that were brought up in scarlet embrace dunghills. They that did feed delicately are desolate in the streets. They that were brought up in scarlet embrace dunghills. So you see all of these rich people, all of these so-called people that's it's not even such thing as middle class anymore. There's people that's maintaining and everything like that. They're doing this and they look like this and they live so luxurious, but they living in a place that's full of shit. Because that's what this place is. Why would you trust in a place that's full of shit? You don't want to be doing that, man. You don't want to be putting your heart toward these things. You don't want to look for your president of this country or somebody who you think is in the know and they really don't have any knowledge and follow them. Because you're seeing that this place is falling every day. Every day. Every month now, I'll be like, man, let's see what happens this month. Let's see what happens this month. It's May 1st. Now in Illinois, it's a requirement that everybody in this whole state now has to wear the COVID mask. You know? It's locking. Okay. But anyway, it's you gotta wear the COVID mask. They're bringing out all of these laws and all of these things for you to do, all these orders for you to do all the time now. And it's gonna continue to be like that. All right. I think I'm all right. Jump down to 17. Lamentations 4 and 17. It says, as for us, our eyes are yet filled for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Let me read that. Lamentations 4 and 17. As for us, our eyes are as yet filled for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. America can't save you, man. If they bringing in martial law and vaccines and RFID chips and the mandatory draft that's going to happen, is that saving you? That's not saving you. That sounds like destruction to me. Police officers busting in your house, taking everything that you have, separating your families, separating your families, taking you to FEMA camps. Even now, Jake is innocent for a lot of things, but he's in prison for all kind of time. This is not the place that's gonna save you. This is the place that's gonna destroy you. Only power that's gonna save you is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. Point blank, period. Alright. And I'm just gonna get one more. I probably should have ended it with that one because that was good, but I'm just gonna get to the last one. All right, this is the book of Haggai. It's Haggai 1:6, because I know earlier, I should have brought this out earlier, but earlier, talking about, you get paid and everything, you don't even get all that you're supposed to have. I'm just going to get into it. It's Haggai 1:6. It said, you have sown much and bring in little. You eat, but you have not enough. You drink, but you are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none worn. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. And that's how we live. And ultimately, the Most High put us in this position for us going off all the time. But at the same time, Esau put us in this position too. Because Esau the one that got us living in these hoods, these ghettos, these streets, struggling. You got Jakes out there that's making some good money and everything, but the majority of us, man, we struggling. We going from day to day, week to week, month to month, and trying to maintain. And that's what it says here. You have sown much, and bring in little. You go to work, you probably make, let's say, $2,000 on your check, but then at the taxes, child support, and insurance, and all of that, you'll probably only bring home like $850 to $900, or maybe less than that. It depends on the situation. So much, bring in little. Working all these hours, making all this money, but you only bring in a little bit of what you made. But ye have not enough. You drink, but you are not filled with drink. We go to the stores, we buy food, we do all of this, but it's only a little bit. You can never really go to the stores and fill up the refrigerators. We can never do that too much. And you can tell because Jake, man, when it's time to eat, man, he act like he never ate in days. He see some food in front of him, or some free food, or opportunity for him to get food, man, he snatch and run. Ye clothe you, but there is none worn. He that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. So basically, like I said, you get that money, you make all this money, and certain those coins that you made with the holes, those coins are gonna fall. There's gonna be some coins left because maybe the parts that doesn't have holes can hold up so much. But at the end of the day, that money is dropping because that's what happens. So why would you trust in a system that puts you into a situation like this? You're not supposed to. You're supposed to put your trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, man. Point blank, and that's it. So as we get closer and closer to the end of this, man, you gotta put your faith toward the Most High. Don't be out here, if they tell you certain things and it sound good, hey, research it. They talking about the vaccine. What's going to be the side effects of the vaccine? What's going to happen to me if I take this vaccine? I haven't been sick, so why would I take the vaccine? That's dumb as hell. That's like, yeah, let me get some Tylenol for a headache, even though I'm clear-minded. It don't make no sense. So don't trust in this, man. Don't trust in these systems, man. Don't trust everything you hear. Don't trust everything you see. Research, read, look, seek. And it all begins with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, man. Because at the end of the day, man, only the elect is going to get saved out of here, along with the 1/3. The rest of this world, the rest of you 2/3, man, it's over with. It's done. So with that, I'm going to say, Call Allah, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, Ba'Hashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to apostles of Great Millstone. Honors to all of you brothers pushing this truth with truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. And I'll be back, Lord willing, with another lesson. Shalom.